Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another Dungeons & Dragons campaign story. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you haven't seen my other videos, follow the playlist link in the description. We rejoin the party in the aftermath of the Blight Tarrasque's rampage. The angels briefly hold council with each other, and the players thank them for their timely service. The angels' eyes glow briefly before they vanish in the same light they arrived with. The priestess was nearly killed in the explosion, but the players managed to heal her, and the druid opts to drag her back to the cathedral. Tarrasque tags along, somewhat irate that he hasn't been released from his debt. She's a little indisposed at the moment, buddy, in case you didn't notice. Tarrasque and the druid talk briefly with an acolyte, who sees to the priestess' care and removes Tarrasque's record from the mysterious ledger. With his newfound freedom, Tarrasque decides to head around town to see if any stores want to purchase the mysterious stone key things he found in the mine. The shopkeepers are wary of the origin of these stones, but Tarrasque is certain they're worth something. He decides to stash the stones at Old Man Jenkins' bank before rejoining the party. Everyone sits around in an exhausted daze for the rest of the day, watching clerics and other citizens perform funeral rites for the dead. The ranger goes and gets drunk at a nearby tavern. The next day, the players remember that their guild hall should be habitable now. Remember the place with the rats and spectators? Yeah, that one. They head on over and try the front door. It's unlocked, indicating infallible security. Despite the lack of furnishings, the wood flooring is fresh and the broken windows have all been replaced. Tarrasque decides to write his name on the room he wants and starts drawing weird patterns on the floor. The ranger goes to retrieve the goblins and bring them to the new hall. They've devolved into this Gollum-Smeagol dichotomy and have gotten just a little creepier. Within 10 minutes of their arrival, the goblins rip up some floorboards that uncover a small hole. Irritated but intrigued, the players take a look and see a shaft running 20 feet down into a dark room below. The players have had enough drama for now and decide to ignore the opening for the time being. The party heads over to the tiefling skin coat woman to get some essentials. Beds, hammocks, pillows, plants, blankets, you name it. They finish up and head home to wait for the delivery when they notice an elegantly dressed, hooded figure approaching them with an air of familiarity. Tarrasque immediately suspects a trap and rolls to perceive the new threat, rolling a natural one. Dad? He asks. He tries to stealth behind the paladin in order to get a better view, but rolls his second natural one and trips over his own tail, sprawling face down onto the cobblestone road. It turns out to be the lord of the city, an elf named Alaron, who just so happens to be the paladin's former ward. Backstory stuff. He chides the paladin for thoughtlessly bringing a blight monster to the city and gives Tarrasque a new backpack to replace his old one. He asks the players if they're curious enough to hear their fortunes, but warns of the impact it will have on their futures once they know. Tarrasque and the ranger are immediately interested in their fortunes. The paladin is less enthusiastic, but also agrees to hear his future. The druid nopes out with a capital heck. The ranger takes the first 3 cards, but as she draws them, she's barely able to glimpse the image before they disappear from sight. Alaron interprets the cards out loud, composing the fortune as he watches the images appear and disappear.
The key to success is ingenuity, though in place of that, a trusty weapon can solve many problems. It would seem that Saloon has taken a small interest in your life and will grant you temporary assistance many dream of and never see. Last, you are pursued by an unknown enemy, one who will take everything from you, provided you are not cunning enough to evade their grasp.
The ranger is understandably shaken by the last part of the fortune. Tarrasque is next to receive a fortune. His 3 cards slowly turn over, reveal an image, and vanish.
Tarrasque, you will become rich beyond belief, only to lose your most treasured possessions. But you will gain a friend who will follow you until their untimely death.
Tarrasque is very upset about the potential gain and loss of wealth, but is quite curious who might want to join his finger-cutting escapades.
Come here, Paladin. If you don't take the cards, it'll only be worse for you.
The Paladin sulks, regretting his decision to have his fortune told. The cards act the same as the first 6, vanishing shortly after they're drawn.
Alright, let's see. While you are pledged to Bahamut, it seems that Savras may lend a hand and intervene on your behalf, provided you find yourself plagued with regret. You are fated to reclaim your home from those who took it from you, though it may be your undoing. Tread lightly, young one.
What an ominous future for our adventurers, don't you think? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you're new, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you all next time.